First topic of the day, top 5 small forwards in the NBA today. Let's start with JSJ.
All right, I got a quick and easy list here. And
wait. Before we get started, a few disclaimers.
Oh,
Paul George and Kawhi are both small forwards because we didn't put them as shooting guards.
right.
And DeRozan is a small forward because we took him off the shooting guard list.
Jimmy's a small forward too.
Jimmy's a small forward.
Yeah.
And that's basically it.
Cool.
Hit it, Jamie.
all right, here we go, fellas.
Ooh.
I'm going to start it off by paying respect to the one of the GOATs. I'm not going to say the GOAT. One of the GOATs. LeBron. Oh, shit. The sun.
Wow. All
The
of a
sun
sudden,
has gone out.
Go for it, Jamie.
All right. So we're paying respect to the GOAT, LeBron James. One of the GOATs. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
not on your list.
We're talking Mount Goatmore. LeBron's up there.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying he's number one of all time.
No,
Sorry.
where is he on your top 5 list? Though?
On my current small forwards list, he's number
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Number
On my
one.
all-time-
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I still think
Okay.
LeBron James is the best small forward in the league.
Awesome.
Go 5-1 though.
Yeah, go 5-1.
Yeah.
Okay. Just kidding. LeBron may or may not be on my list. All right. Number 5, I got Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
I
Nice.
still believe in Kawhi. I love the guy. And he's just dominant. He's so fun to watch, too.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty
Why don't you make
Barnes,
out with him?
number 4.
Oh.
I like Scotty Barnes. Young.
That is spicy.
He's a bull. He is a strong young man.
He's having a really good year.
Plays dominant, plays big.
Yeah.
And I love like a good, strong, small forward that slashes, gets to the rim. He can shoot, but he can defend. Jason Tatum, number 3 for me. He hasn't quite bumped himself up to that top 2. And that's because top 2 are filled with, well, 1, Jimmy Butler at number 2. And Cody, I see your face. That's right. Paul George didn't make my list, and Jimmy Butler is number 2.
And then you got LeBron at 1.
Anybody smell something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
good, delicious buttered cake.
All right.
wait, don't say it. I'm going next.
Yeah.
I'm going next.
Jamie had a blatant miss on it.
I know. I'm going next. Let me cover that miss real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
1.
yes.
All right.
Court?
At number 5.
Wait, hang on. Look at Jamie researching his blatant miss right now.
At
No,
number
no.
5.
Yeah, you are.
No.
I will also take a healthy Kawhi Leonard. Although, like, if I were taking a player for this season,
Yeah.
I might take Scotty Barnes too, just because Kawhi's so unhealthy and unreliable. Like, he would actually be like, there's probably like another 4 guys I would probably take for this year, just because like you never know what's gonna happen with Kawhi. But like Kawhi healthy and playing, still, I'll put him at number 5.
He's healthy right now, isn't he?
Yeah.
And
Number 4, Jimmy Butler.
Woo! Nice pick.
Jimmy Butler. Paul George also did not make my cut. Number 3.
I don't know why you guys are randomly hating on Paul George so much.
I mean, he's all right, but he's just no Jimmy Butler. You know what I mean?
All
I
the
want
third take fans out there, we've had this debate for years.
Paul
Hundreds.
George or Jimmy Butler.
I want to
You
change my highly
say
disputed
we're not
topic.
going to say who's on what
Change
side,
my
but
topic.
fans, you weigh in on this, on who is better right now, who's had the better career, all of the above.
We'll do a whole segment on those two. That's for
All right.
another time.
Number 3, Jason Tatum. Got him in the same spot as Jamie. He's accomplished a lot. He's right there in terms of like taking that next step. I think the next step though is he would have to win a title, to be honest, for me to kind of like consider elevating him anymore. And that's because these next 2 guys have just done so much and are still carrying their teams. And I would just trust in any big game over like most players. And That is number 2.
I
What?
was going to say, I kind of need to go back and put someone else.
No,
Too
no,
late.
too
You locked
late.
it in, dude. You locked
Number
it in.
2, I've got Kevin Durant.
Great pick, Court.
Yeah.
I can't believe you had the insight to pick
Yeah.
Kevin
Jamie's
Durant on
got
your
him
top
at
small
like
forward list.
12.
No, you guys, I remembered KD. He's just like number 6 for me.
Yeah.
Behind Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Scotty Barnes and then Kevin Durant. Yeah. Kevin, if you want to come on the podcast and give Jamie a piece of your mind, we're always open to it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
KD,
let us
I'm
know.
in DC right now, Berry Farms. Come and find me.
Yeah, you guys can play one-on-one. And then number 1, I still have LeBron, which is nuts that Jamie and I both have LeBron in year 2021. Oldest player in the league. The Lakers are bad, but think about what the Lakers would be if they didn't have LeBron right now. They'd be like the worst team in the league. Even though Anthony Davis, I don't know. Anthony Davis has been disappointing, I think, for everyone.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting you guys both have LeBron. I'm going to do a little disclaimer on mine. The small forwards are so deep that even though
No disclaimer.
a few guys might be lower on this list, they're still high on the top 10 overall in the league.
Yeah.
But here's my 5.
Wait, I just want to say one thing about LeBron real quick.
Okay.
In a one game, the reason why in a one game like thing, I would still take LeBron. Like if it's like a big playoff game, do or die, I trust
like an
LeBron.
In-season tournament game.
I trust LeBron the most. Yeah.
Yeah, and hey, disclaimer on my list too. I honestly didn't put KD on there because we're beefing a little bit, and it's a personal thing. It's a personal thing, and hey, I try not to let that get into the podcast, but sometimes, I'll keep that between us. But
if you want to share it, it could be groundbreaking.
We'll hash it out on an episode sometime in the future.
Say it involves Stephen A. Smith. A steak dinner and a few too many Manhattans.
I think fans know.
Kevin was ordering apple martinis. So if you guys want to, that's some news.
All of a sudden, I'm on Jamie's side of this argument.
Yeah, no steal your girl factor.
Okay, my top 5 small forwards in the league. Coming in at number 5, Paul George. I'm going to be real short with this. It's because he can pass, dribble, and shoot better than Jimmy Butler. Moving on to number 4.
Wait.
At number 4.
Are you going to be on your list?
At number 4, I have Kawhi still, because you guys are right. He dropped 31 in his last game. If he's Kawhi, he's Kawhi. And he's number 4 for me. He's a beast. So both the Clippers' wings are my top 5 small forwards. Number 3.
Feels like they should be a little bit better, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If you have 2 of the best small forwards in the league, top 5, why isn't your team number 1?
Hey, I let you guys get through your list. Suck? We can debate the list when I'm done.
All right. Sorry. I apologize.
You had 2 other MVPs on that team and you're not getting it done.
All right, go Cody.
Washed MVPs. Okay, number 3, I have LeBron James. He is older, but he's still top 5, 7 in the league right now for me. And he's number 3. He's number 3 and number 2 you can interchange. And number 2, I have KD. He's also older, but he's still balling like crazy. And those 2 guys, if you went LeBron 3, KD 3, LeBron 2, KD 2, interchangeable. But I have KD just an inch ahead of him at this stage. And then at number 1, and this is crazy because I'm normally the biggest hater, but I think he's taken a huge jump this year. His team, I believe, is first in the East. He's leading them, and he looks considerably better this year than other years.
Their team just looks good, and he is like the clear number 1.
Yeah.
Their team, I feel like just every player is doing their job really well, and his job is being like their number 1 star player.
Yeah.
Score. Do everything.
On a stacked team, he's clearly the number 1, and he's still getting the hole, and he's shooting the 3 considerably better, I think, right now. His numbers are crazy, like 40-some%. But what's put it all together for me this year is his mid-range, like mid-post game, where he has these ISOs in the mid-post now that I feel like he didn't used to do, and he is killing people. And now I feel like his game's now that he has that midi, I feel like his game's very complete, and it's hard to say he's not the best small forward in the league.
I want to change one thing I said about that.
Nope.
No, not my order.
Oh.
I just said that I think he would have to win a title for him to jump to like number one for me. I think if he has a really good playoff run, and it's like assuming they all make the playoffs, he's like better than KD and LeBron in the playoffs this year, then he could jump to number one for me. I just got to see it in the playoffs one time this year. I feel he's had some better series. I don't know. I just feel like they've been more consistent in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't count that because it's not an all-time list. It's right now, and now he looks like the best in the league.
I just mean even like the last couple of years. But yeah, right now I guess he probably does. But I don't know. I just am thinking like even for this year, if I'm like going into the playoffs, who am I riding with this year? It's still those two guys. But if he like proves it in the playoffs this year, then I might be like, okay.
I hear you.
Where is Tatum in the MVP debate today?
He's right there.
Yeah. He's 3 or 4. 4? Yeah. Top 4. 3 or 4.
He's in the mix. He could be number one, but he's in the top.
Yeah, he could be number one. Especially because the Warriors have had Steph's case has probably gone down a little bit.
Steph's gone way down because he was injured too.
Yeah.
And they're losing so much.
Tatum's above Steph right now. So Tatum's probably top 3 for sure. Luka, Tatum, Embiid or something like that. Jokic. Yeah. Jokic.
Luka and Tatum.
Yeah.
So go back to your Clippers point. They're, I think, just struggling the way the Warriors are struggling. I think it's just a little lull kind of a thing, and I think they're about to turn it on.
Ooh.
Well, where do they end up at the end of the season?
They're a playoff team. That's right.
Do they win a playoff series?
I
what the hell are they turning on if they're not winning a playoff series?
Well, I'm just saying
they're not the first round.
They're not. Well, they could be because
turn it on, boys. We're getting out in the first round.
You want to know why? Because they might be against the Warriors in the first round. So I'm not going to pick the Clippers. And it's like Denver, Dallas. I don't think they're top 4 seed, and I don't think the top 4 seed are really
gonna
losing in the first round. So
yeah,
it's possible. I think they have the potential to upset anybody though with that much firepower.
Actually, with players like that, they probably have more potential to upset than maybe some other teams because in a series it's a little bit different than like one-off games, and if they can get it cooking together.
Also, isn't Minnesota like the 1 or 2 seed right now?
Minnesota's first, or they're tied with Boston for first in the whole NBA, and they're.
Do you think the Clippers would upset them?
Clippers could upset them for sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
Minnesota and the Thunder. And the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic are
the
third in the West.
The craziest one to me. That one's the craziest one to me.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Paulo, si quieres a este podcast, por favor, amigo, vení con...
I thought he was like Portuguese or something.
Yes, I don't know Portuguese, but sometimes Spanish, Portuguese.
Yeah, close enough.
We'll get there.
Yeah. So I would say overall worst take of the top 5 is Jamie having Kevin Durant at 6 or 7, and best take is me having Paul George at 5 and Tatum at 1.
No,
I think
let's move on.
All right.
Seems biased to me.
The real third take fans know.
I have one quick question though, and this is just so. What's the most talented position in the NBA right now? Centers. Because there's only like a couple good.
Let's do this debate after we get through power forward and center. Let's do this debate in 2 episodes from now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's pretty well balanced though. Like,
yeah, me too.
Yeah, there's a top.
That's
why
I want to do it 2 episodes from now. I want us to like have our top 5, and then we're thinking about who we named.
I'll tell you what. I think shooting guard's the bottom. Then I think point guard, small forward, power forward, center. Those are all up for debate. But I think shooting guard's less talented than the rest.
Which is like not how it used to be at all.
Yeah.
What's the all-time most talented position in the NBA? That's a good question.
Probably shooting guard.
Center or shooting guard, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep it moving, boys.